All right, class. So we will continue with our ICT class. And as you know that we started word processing software in our previous lectures. And this was a document which we used last time to do the different function and features of Microsoft Word. So Microsoft Word has a lot of features. So there are tons of features which you need to explore uh, while you are using this software for your different uses and applications in your life. So there is never ending. They keep on adding new features every time when they come up with a new version of the software. New functions, new features are added. So it's a continuous learning procedure. Okay, we will try to teach you what is related to your course. In your course, you have to be aware of the basic functions and features of word processing software which you use in the daily life for common purposes, not very specialized one. So last time I gave you a introduction to the interface here, okay, and I told you about the different ribbons, okay, so you can refer to my previous recordings. And then we discuss about this home tab, okay, in the file tab and home tab. And now we will be discussing the remaining tabs. I will try to keep the lecture brief because I will be covering only the basic features which you need for to cover this course. Okay, more specialized features or the features which you use occasionally or whenever you have to use any new feature, you can always search on the Microsoft website or there are different tutorials available online. Okay, so just to tell you a couple of more features, as you can see, there is a bottom ribbon here. In this bottom ribbon, you see there is an indication of page 1 of 2. It means this is a two-page document and you are at page 1 at the moment. If I scroll down, so and I click on this, so it will show page 2 of 2 that you are on second page. And this is a two-page document with 247 words. Okay, English United States is selected. All right, so word proofing, it is trying to tell you that there are some errors or mistakes, but there are some terms which are not in English, but they are from the manufacturers because we are putting some list of components and they are the manufacturers are giving it a specific name, not usually from English or from some other abbreviation or other languages. So, and here you can uh, look at the document. You can view the document in the reading mode, like a book style, like this. And the whole screen is filled with the view of the document, or the page layout, print layout mode. And here you can zoom in and zoom out, depending on your uh, vision. If you would like to see things big, you can adjust it from here. If things are not legible, you can always increase the size from here. Okay, now moving on to our today's topic, which is about using word processing document and using the features of insert, design, layout, and other here. So first of all, let's talk about the insert feature. This was a practice document. As you saw last time, I'm going to use the same. And here, for example, if in this document, I want to add a cover page. Whenever you make a report or in the books, you always see a cover page. So I can go to the insert tab and click the cover page. And you will see different styles. Okay, so you can choose any one you like. For example, let's choose this one. Okay, so here you can, it's already showing my name as an author. Okay, you can also write a document title here. For example, I write adviti here. Okay, you can write your name, a number for reference. Okay, so this is the cover page, and it will show like this. Okay, so this is the cover page, and then is your text page. Okay, so going back to the insert, for example, after this page, the document has ended and you want to insert a blank page, just click blank page from insert tab. It will add one more page to this document. Okay, and one more feature is there, page break. Whenever you hover on any option or icon, it will give you a pop-up window which will tell you about what is that feature. So insert a page break means you end the current page here and move to the next page. So if you don't want to write any more on this page, you want to start a new topic on the new page, just insert page break. Okay, then it will take you to the next page, and here you can start the new topic. Okay, in the home tab, there was a feature here, show and hide all the formatting. If you want to see, you should click this icon and it will show you that there is a page break here. Okay, so it will show you wherever there is a space, it will show you with the dot. You can see in between every word there is a dot. And why it is that? Because it shows that there is a space here. And this shows that you have pressed enter for the new line here. Okay, so this is just to show the formatting. If you want to hide it, you just have to click it again and it will hide. Just click this again, so it is hidden. So after that, for example, if you have to insert a table, okay, I will move on to the next page because I have inserted a page break, so it's not gonna let you write here because you inserted a page break here, so it will take you to the next page. If you want to insert a table, you can just pick the size of the table depending on how many rows and columns you need. You can quickly put it there, and you can just write, like, for example, serial number, a number, name, city. Okay, so you can make list. Student number one, it's a number something, and name, let's say Muhammad, city Abu Dhabi, and you can mention any other thing. And see, after this, if you want to add more rows, you will bring the mouse here, you will see the plus sign to add more rows. Okay, or you just have to press right click of the mouse and you can see there are more options to insert columns, insert rows above or below. If I want to insert a row above, I can do like this. For example, if I want, before Muhammad, I want to mention some other student, just bring mouse here, right click, insert, insert row above. So you can insert a row above or below. I will put above. So I got an extra row here. So I can mention any other student's name here. So you can also give different styles to this table like this. Okay. So one row is highlighted, one is blank. And you can drop it down to see all the different styles for the table. Okay. Okay. Inserting a picture. I gave you, I think, a brief overview of that. And inserting different shapes. You can also insert online pictures. So from here, if you, for example, you want to put a picture of any bird, so it will give you a search engine and it will use Bing because Microsoft is using its own search engine, which is Bing, not Google search engine. So, but both works well, so you can find any picture. It takes time, so you can explore. It will give you a search tab. You can search the photo of your choice and insert from here. Okay, so that's if you want to look for any birds. For example, if you select this, insert, so it will download and it will, okay, somehow it's giving an error, but that's the method, that's the way how you can reach for the online pictures and insert here. You can also insert different shapes. For example, if you want to put an oval shape like that, okay. Once you put any shape or table, it will give you a further menu for the format. That if you, for this particular shape, you want to uh, you want to change the color of the outline. For example, you want to keep the maroon, or shape fill, you want to change it into any other color like this. So there are different features you can see to format this shape, okay, and you can explore further. Right, anyway, going back to the insert, I will just quickly tell you about different features. Smart art, in this you can use this ready-made smart art things. For example, if you are writing some kind of chemical bonding you want to show, so you can bring this picture here and you can just write. You are, for example, you are writing any chemical bond, so you can show how the atoms are linked together, something like that. Or you can, if you want to show the hierarchy of your organization, you can show that by using this, or a procedure or a workflow, step-by-step procedure, you can show this way. Okay, so there are so many other features which you can show in this way. Charts, you can always, okay, I will undo the things so that I get some space. You can also put the charts, okay. For example, how many what is the population of each city in UAE, so you have to show it in the, let's suppose, the bar chart. Okay, so you can insert like this, the bar chart will appear here, but now category 1 2 3 4. Now for example, what is city you want to cover? Let's suppose it is Abu Dhabi. Second one is Dubai. Third one is let's say Fujairah and Alan. Okay, so, and then you can delete, if you do not require extra columns, you can just delete this, and this is the population. Okay, and any number can come here, and this will how it will show you the graph population of different cities. You can say this population is mentioned here because you kept the name of this column as population. Okay, so that's how it is showing. Okay, so cancel it out. I will delete it. Screenshot, as you know that you can take screenshots and you can insert it using this option. So I will move on to some other points. Hyperlink means if you want to add any web link here, website, okay, you are, for example, in here, this is talking about the components and you want to write the manufacturer website address. So you can insert by using this hyperlink, okay, and you can also use this option to bookmark, to show any bookmark in the document. If it is very long document and you want to, from here, you want the reader to jump to the last pages where you have mentioned where you can buy these components. So you can insert the bookmark, first set the bookmark and then give the hyperlink so that they can look into that document. It will take it directly to there. Comments, okay, you can also insert comments here. It will pop up like this, okay. You can use two trolleys as well. Okay, for example, I just gave this comment. This is very useful if you are sharing this document with your colleagues and you want to give your input as a comment. So whenever they will come across, they will see, okay, there is some kind of comment here. So the comment will appear like this, and it also highlight this number one, okay, that you can use two trolleys as well. If it is mentioned one, you can use two also. So if you want to delete, just simply you can. Okay, it is going to. Also from the insert, you can put the header and footer. In the header, for example, you want to write your institute's name, you can write here, like say Adviti, okay. And in the footer, you want to write, for example, something else, electrical department, let's say, you can write like that. Double click, it will go back to the normal page. Double click on the header, you will go in the header mode. Now you can change only header and footer, but not the main page contents. Double click on the main page, you will go back to the main page content and not the header and footer. So also in the footer, you can usually in the footer you write the page number, so you can go to different styles. Let's suppose this one. So it is by default showing the author's name. You can delete it if you don't want to show the author's name, and the page numbering is shown automatically. Okay. Now, did you notice something, that the header and footer is only coming on the normal pages, not the cover page, because cover page you don't need header, footer, or page numbering. So page numbering is starting by default from the next page, which is here. This is number one, and this is number two, and this is number three. Okay, going back to page numbering is done. You can also do the page numbering on top of the page, bottom of the page, or wherever you like. Text box, if you want to insert a text box, okay, for example, if you have a diagram here, let me show you this diagram. This is a diagram, okay. You want to write something about this motor here, so you can insert a text box, okay. You can just bring it here, right, and you can just point that this is something about this. Let's insert from the shapes, arrows, okay. So you can just put an arrow like this, so it will look like this. So you are labeling the diagram in this way. Okay, text boxes, then there are so many other options. I will not go into each and every detail, otherwise this will be a very long lecture. Equations, if you come across writing equation in your maths class, so you can write equation from here, okay. It will give you all the options, okay. For example, if you want to write a fraction, so it will give you an option for the fraction, okay. Sometimes it is very slow, and because it is always syncing with the online OneDrive, and sometimes whenever you open specialized functions, sometimes it halts or start processing. So let's wait for this. So, okay, now it's back. So here, for example, if you want to write x over y, I'm using the arrow keys to go up and down. Let's make it a little big for you. Okay, arrow keys to go ahead is equal to, sometimes you see plus and minus sign together, so you can take plus and minus sign together, a, okay, and you can use some specialized function, specialized symbols from A's, like phi, or like this one here, integral sign. I'm just looking for the integral sign. Where is that? If you cannot see, you can expand it. You'll see more symbols here. So whatever symbols you use in mathematics, all will be available here. So you can write them down, and this is kind of a formula you have written there. Okay, and it is also giving you option to write the insert equation. If you want to write the exponential forms, which is also very common, exponential form, you can also write. Let's suppose I am here now. Okay, so here x raised to the power 2x squared, okay, plus one more time you want to use, so you can write y squared. So like that you can insert the mathematical equations from here. And then symbols, specialized symbols, you can also write them here. Okay, like all of these symbols are more symbols. You can click any of the symbol. For example, if you want to put this symbol, then press insert, so it will come here. Okay, so that's how you can work with that. This is all about the insert options. Okay, now in the design, whatever you have written here, you can select different design for that. Okay, so as I'm hovering my mouse, it is giving you different style and different designs, so you can choose any one you like. Okay, fonts also, it can change the fonts between the whole document font will be changed to the selected ones from here as well. Okay, you can also add any watermark. Watermark means do not copy, for example, or confidential. If I put this, can you see this watermark in the background? It is shown confidential. This is the watermark. You can put your own watermark, custom watermark. Okay, you can write your name as a background. So this is also another thing. Okay, page color you can change. Page color, if you like to keep this page color, for example. Okay, so you can keep it like that. Page borders, you can also put a border, so the border will come like this. So you can see there is a border around the page. All of these things you can do to make your document look good. So in the layout, this is very important. In the layout, you will see margins. Margins means how much gap you want to keep between the edge and the document text. So from the margin, there are some default options available. You want to keep moderate margin, top, bottom, left, right. It is also giving you margin in inches, 1 inch in the top, 1 inch on the bottom, 0.75 inches on the left. So it's all given. Or you want to custom margin. Custom margin means you want to adjust it yourself. So usually on the left we keep I keep 1 inch, because if I have to file any document, you need some extra space on the left side to make holes in the document so that you can file it. And on the right, no need to keep 1 inch. That's if you are filing your documents. Okay, otherwise you can keep any other margin. From here you can adjust and press OK, and it will, the changes will reflect as you have seen. Okay, orientation, you can use page in two styles, portrait and landscape. At the moment it is in portrait mode. Let me bring one page view. So we are in the layout. So this is the landscape, sorry, portrait view. If I want to change it into landscape, it's taking some time. No, it's stuck again. Okay, let's wait. Okay, it's back now. If I select landscape, so it will look like this. Did you notice any difference, guys? Now this is in landscape. This is not portrait mode. Okay, so you can change the orientation. The icon also shows this. You can change the paper size. The most common paper size we use is A4. But if A4 is not there, you can choose other sizes like letter. Sometime Word document they are by default on this setting letter. Okay, but you should know that the paper normally we use is A4 or the paper you buy from market and put it in your printer. You can check is it A4. So if it is A4, then you should select this option so that the printing is done on the right size paper, right? Okay, columns. Columns means if there is one column, this whole text is in one column. If you want to write it in two column, it will appear like this. In some books, you will see there are two column. In newspaper, it is in multiple columns sometimes inside news. Okay, you must have seen that. So you can change the columns, three columns. Okay, so you see one column, second column, three column. So it will look like this. Again, the breaks are there, line numbering you can do, but we don't have to do it. Okay, so indent means if you want to increase the gap from the left, you can select this paragraph, for example, and you can increase the space. See, it is going ahead. If you want to move the whole paragraph, you can select the whole paragraph and do it like this. So this is another option, doing the indent left or right, both sides you can do. Okay, the references section I will tell you later on. Let's go to the some other features which you should know. Spellings and grammar. If you want to check the spellings and grammar, you can click this. Thesaurus. Okay, one feature which might be useful for you guys is Thesaurus. Thesaurus is it is going to give you a alternate word. For example, scenario, word scenario. If you want to look for the thesaurus of this word scenario, it is giving you options of alternate words. Okay, scenario means situation, state, setup. So it is all alternate words for this particular word being given to you. Okay, so you can use this option as well. Right. One more thing which you will like is to translate any text in this document. For example, translate selected text. So do you want to proceed? Yes. Why it is asking do you want to proceed? Because it is connecting to internet to find the translation of that. Okay, so the translation here in this box, let me cross this window because this is for thesaurus. I will just close this window. Now in this window I selected the word robots. Can you see here? This is the word robots and I want to translate it from English to Arabic. So this is the word it is giving me in Arabic. Okay, this was only about a word. Let's translate this whole sentence. Okay, again it is asking, do you want to proceed? I will click yes. Now it is processing and it will translate this sentence into Arabic. So this is useful feature. Sometimes if you are studying any document and while being English is not your first language, so you can always translate within the word. This option is provided. You can translate it and you can see the okay the translation it is giving me translation on a website like this. I maybe you are not able to see it, but anyway the translation I can see it has opened a web page and it is giving me the translation of this line here. Maybe it's okay in this let me find any simple word we can use early. Okay, let's translate this. It's a very good tool. Sometimes I mean it's very useful for the students if you are reading any English document and there is a lot of complex English going on, so you can translate keywords or you can translate the sentences. Okay, again it has it's not showing translation here, but it is showing translation on a web page, so you can try this option out. Okay, sometimes it shows here if the sentences are simple, it will show the translation here in this area, otherwise it will refer to take you to the website and you can see the translation there. So here you can language section, you can do the translation. And the comment section, I told you before as well that if you want to put comments, you can put it from here. Okay, I have to wait because the document is not responding. Okay, let me close this. Okay, this comment which I just post, I clicked actually this, so it has popped up a comment. If I want to delete it, I will select this and press delete, and I can delete the comment as well. Okay, track changes. If you are using this document with other colleagues and you are making changes and your colleagues are also making changes, you can switch on track changes. But this is a high level function. You can learn it later on if you want to, but this is not required in your course. Okay, so in the view, you can switch between different viewing methods. Read mode will take you to a mode like this. If you want to go back, go again in the view, and you have to, or you can press escape. You can go back to the print layout. Okay, I think there is something problem with the internet because it's stops responding every moment. All right, okay. So we are back here. Okay, in the view, we were discussing the view tab. Okay, it can, if you want to see the ruler means this ruler. It is giving you page width. It is the gray area is the margin. Okay, and it is giving you a horizontal ruler and a vertical ruler. Okay, it can show you the margins and the page width and size. Grid lines, if you click this, it will look like a graph. Okay, I will answer. Navigation pane, it will show you the navigation window where you can search the document and you can look for any keyword. Like yesterday, in last lecture, we searched for the word motor. So it will show wherever the word motor appears. It will show like that. So this all comes in view and in show section. Then you can use the zoom function to view the one page or view multiple pages like this, or just view one page at its maximum width like that. So it can give you different functions like that. So this was all about the basic features which you commonly use in a word processing document, word processing software. Okay, one more thing which I will tell you, and then we will close our lecture. See, in the file menu also, you can look at the information of the document. Okay, I explained you about this in my previous lectures. You can open the new document. Okay, you can open from the existing one. You can save this document, or you can save as a new file if you want to change the name. And also you can save as Adobe PDF. This is very useful feature, guys. If sometimes you want to save your file in PDF because that is more suitable format. If you don't want someone to make changes in your document, and you want to give it to someone but you don't want them to change the doc, so there are two ways. Either you can lock this word document or you can save as PDF, so they are unable to make changes unless they have specialized Adobe software. And then there is a print option. If you click this, it will give you a view like this. It will show you a print preview. This is your print preview, and here it will show you the printer to which you are attached and you can print. Okay, and it will give you options to print all the pages or print only selected pages. If it is a 3-page document, but I don't want the cover page, for example, I will write just print page 2 to 3. Okay, so it will just print 2 pages only. Print on one side or print on both sides. To save papers, you can select print on both sides. Okay, and collated means if you want to print multiple copies, so how you want them to print all the first page. For example, if you want 3 copies of this document, so how you want it to print first pages 3 times, then second page 3 times, and third page 3 times, or you want to print the whole document first and then repeat the whole document printing second time, then repeat the whole document printing third time. So usually it is this way. Landscape or portrait, you want to change back to portrait, you can change it from here. It is giving you both the options. Okay, let it work out. So okay, so it's back in the portrait mode now. Page size, again you can select from here. This is all the settings. You can check these settings when you are about to print the document. Okay, and you can check all the margins, page size, pages per sheet. If you want 1 page per sheet or 2 pages per sheet, you can also do that way. Okay, so 2 page will be printed on a single physical paper. You can also do that. Okay, so after that, when you are done with all of these settings, you can press print, and from here you can select any number of copies you want, and then you press print, then it will be printed. So that's how you give command to print the document. And from here, these settings also you can do from here, from the layout, margins, orientation, size, all of this. You can also do these settings from the layout. Okay, so guys, after this, this was actually a series of lectures. There were 2 lectures before this, in which I gave you uh, introduction to the Microsoft Word, its interface and its different features, its many options, and how you can apply these functions and features on a Word document, and how you can make your Word document look good, and you can use different features for paragraphing, for making headings, and inserting special characters and equations, making lists, making graphs, inserting pictures, making borders and inserting cover page, setting the paper layout. So there are so many features we discussed in this series of lectures. You can watch these recordings in the online class menu. I hope this will help you out and it will cover all of your course requirements. Thank you.